Today, we're going to be making 3 brand new vegan mock meat recipes. While I know there are so many products you can buy now, I still love making homemade mock meats because it's fun, it's awesome. You can control the flavors if you don't like a certain seasoning or something like that. And it's just really rewarding. Like last night I had the sausage and I used the sausage to make sausage and peppers. And I was like, this is just so cool. Like I made this vegan sausage. So it's just really awesome. So 3 brand new recipes. I'm really excited to share them with you. As always, the full written out recipes are on the blog. Everything is linked in the description box down below. And I write the ingredients in the description box down below. I tag anything and link anything you may need. So just check out the description box. Has all the information you want to know. And yeah, thanks so much for being here. And let's go make some mock meats. This vegan ground beef is super easy to make and great to use anywhere you want a substitute like this. So we're going to start with a block of tempeh and we are going to grate it. This is going to help break down the soybeans and give us nice texture for our vegan ground beef. And then we are going to boil the tempeh. I always find it's important to either steam or boil tempeh before you go any further cooking it. Some people feel that tempeh has a bitter taste, and I would agree. It is a fermented food, so it's really good for us, but it does have that slightly bitter taste. And boiling or steaming it does help to relieve some of that a little bit. So we're going to pour in 2 cups of water and we're going to cook this on the stove over medium-high heat for 15 minutes. Once that's done cooking, we are going to add everything into a big bowl. So I have a can of cooked lentils, or you can just pre-cook the lentils yourself. Then I have the tempeh. There might be a little bit of water left in there. I'm not concerned. I'm putting it in there. And then we're going to crumble a block of extra firm tofu. We're going to remove the water from that pack. I'm not pressing it. I am just lightly wrapping it in a towel and squeezing it, but I'm not giving it a press. If you watch my videos, you know I do this a lot. I don't like full on press it. It's just a light squeeze to get that initial excess water out. And then with my hands, I'm going to crumble it up into little pieces. And I find these 3 proteins work really well together to provide a nice meaty texture, to provide tons of nutrients, lots of plant protein. So I really like the combination of all 3 of them, and they have a nice texture all together. So now we've got something looking like this. We're going to mix it up, and then we're going to add some nutritional yeast, pomegranate juice, and soy sauce, and we're going to marinate it. The pomegranate juice and a little bit of Gravy Master. The pomegranate juice helps to give it color. It will help to make that nice dark brown. And the soy sauce, of course, adds umami and flavor, and the Gravy Master adds flavor as well. It is just a very concentrated taste. So we're going to let that marinate for at least 20 minutes. And then in the meantime, I'm going to chop up some onion and garlic because we'll saute that before we cook everything. This of course adds in extra nice flavor. And before I went vegan, whenever I cooked ground beef, I just always sauteed onion and garlic ahead of time. So I still do it now. So in a pan, I heated up some oil, and then we're just going to saute that till they're fragrant, 5 to 7 minutes over a medium heat. And then we will add in our marinated mixture. And you can let this marinate for up to 8 hours in the fridge, but at least 20 minutes, it just starts to develop all those flavors nicely and just starts infusing everything. So we're going to cook this over a medium heat for about 15-20 minutes. Everything is essentially cooked because it's not really raw, but we want to get it warmed up. We want to get some of it crispy. You know, we want to let it cook, but you can't not cook this for long enough because everything's cooked. I like to add another little bit of pomegranate juice, soy sauce, the Gravy Master, because it just adds in nice flavor. And I would say that the flavor on this is plain, okay? It's not overly flavored. This is supposed to kind of be a building block for you, because then now you could either eat this like this, it tastes delicious, or you could go on and add taco seasonings and whatnot. I also added some pepper and garlic powder. So it's a very plain base, which has flavor, but you could also keep adding on flavor. Like if you're making tacos, you wanted to add taco seasoning, etc. So you can see as I've cooked that down, I've let some of the liquid cook out. One other thing that I like to do, this is just a personal thing, but I like to add a little bit of balsamic vinegar as well. I think it adds in nice flavor, acidity, it helps with the color. So again, you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I like it. And you could see when it cooks, it starts to clump up a little bit more and make a better texture on it as well. And yeah, I mean, now you have these really awesome vegan beef crumbles, vegan ground beef, meaty crumbles, plant crumbles, whatever you want to call it. But the whole point is that this is here to substitute a vegan ground beef. It's a very wholesome recipe. It's nice ingredients, and I think it's pretty delicious. And I like how it looks like when it's cooked. I think it looks great. And I don't think you're going to fool anybody. This isn't supposed to imitate, you know, Beyond or Impossible or something like that, but it's just nice and meaty and provides that good substitute. So I just used it to make a nice little taco bowl, burrito bowl, whatever you want to call it. So I had some lettuce, I put in the vegan meat, I put in some corn, I did tomatoes, vegan yogurt, vegan cheese, some crumpled up tortilla chips, jalapenos, just to make like a nice little bowl and just so you guys could really see it. But I think this would be great in lots of places. Put it on pasta sauces and, you know, anywhere you want to use a vegan ground beef replacement. Now you have a really nice, wholesome, homemade, delicious version that is great for lots of people and easy to make and delicious to enjoy. Making homemade vegan sausages is so fun and it's really easy. So into a food processor, we're going to add super firm tofu, oil, liquid smoke, and red wine vinegar. The liquid smoke, of course, adds a nice little smoky flavor to it. And then we're going to pulse this until everything starts to break down. And here we have lots of seasonings: garlic powder, onion powder, fennel seed, dried parsley, dried oregano, salt, black pepper. Mix that all in. And then we're going to add in the Vital Wheat gluten. And then we're just going to let this pulse and mix up until we get something that essentially forms a very crumbly dough. If you grab it with your hands, it should stick together, but it is very much piecey right now. So we're going to dump that out onto the cutting board. I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to do my best to work it into a log shape. I'm just trying to do my best to get as much of it as I can together. Now I just cut this into quarters best I could. I eyeballed it, and honestly, they were not all equal size, but it is what it is. And then we're going to roll it with our hands to form a sausage shape. And don't worry if it's not really perfect looking. As it steams, it plumps up. So if you've seen my vegan salami or vegan pepperoni recipe, normally I like to wrap in parchment paper first and then foil. I was out of parchment paper. I didn't realize it, so I just went straight for the foil. But normally I am wrapping this in parchment paper first because it helps provide a better shape, and then the foil. So do that, okay? If you only have foil, you can do that, but otherwise do the parchment paper first, then the foil. And I added some spray oil to it as well, and then I added it to my little steaming pan, and we're going to steam this on the stove for 30 minutes over a medium heat. Then we will remove them carefully. They might be hot, so just be careful with your hands. And we're gonna let them cool for 20 minutes, and then after the 20 minutes, we will unwrap them. And it just comes out a lot better with the parchment paper, honestly, but they still came out great and they tasted so good. And now you have these cute little vegan sausages. I wanted to crisp them up in a pan. You could grill them, you could slice them. This is what they look like on the inside. And yeah, they're really awesome. You can use them for anything. I had cut them up and made sausage and peppers, and it was so much fun. They're great with pastas and they're really delicious. So I highly recommend trying to make your own vegan sausage if you haven't yet. These vegan ribs are really delicious and super easy to make. So we're going to start off with a block of super firm tofu. We are going to cut it right down the middle in the package, and then we're going to take those halves and we're going to cut them in half so they're thinner, and then we're going to cut that into thirds so we can make a nice long rectangle. So that's what we want. And after we cut it all up, we're going to make a marinade, and we're going to keep it super simple. We just want liquid smoke, agave, and a little bit of water. You want to marinate this for at least 20 to 30 minutes, but if you want to marinate it for up to 8 hours in the fridge, that works really well too. I like putting it in a container because then I can shake it and move it around, and I can rotate it every few minutes and make sure everything is just getting coated really nicely. We're going to prepare our barbecue sauce mixture. So I'm going to take barbecue sauce. I'm using one from Sweet Baby Ray's. We have paprika, cinnamon, and garlic powder, agave, and then right before I'm going to also add in the liquid from the marinating of the tofu. So we're going to add all that in there and mix it all up to make a delicious sauce to put on our tofu ribs. So I'm going to lay the tofu down on a parchment lined sheet. Definitely use parchment here because it's going to get messy. And we're going to start by brushing that barbecue sauce all over every single side of the tofu. So I'm going to brush it all on, and then I'm going to flip them, and then I'm going to brush it all on the other sides. And you want to make sure this is coated really well and nicely because that's what's going to give it great taste. We're going to pop these in the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Then we will remove them. We will brush again, and we'll flip them. Be careful, they're hot. So if you want to use tongs here, use tongs. Brush them well, and then these go back in the oven for 30 minutes. And then after the 30 minutes, when they come out, they are going to look pretty magical and delicious. And they had so much flavor. I'm going to brush them one final time with the extra barbecue sauce. You may have some barbecue sauce left over. No big deal. Save it, put it in the fridge, keep it on the side if you want to keep lathering it up with barbecue sauce. But either way, look at how good those look. They're so delicious, perfect for summer. And then I just plated them up and I think they look really good. And the flavor on them was incredible. So good. And I just added some sea salt on top and parsley just to give a little fresh element, and they look so good. I mean, of course, you know, once you bite into them, yes, it's tofu, but there's just something about all that flavor on there, and it just is, it's really good. I think you guys are going to enjoy them, and it just felt very summery. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed these vegan mock meat recipes. I have plenty more vegan mock meat recipes on the blog and on YouTube, so be sure to check them out. And yeah, let me know if you guys try these out. Leave me know in the comments which ones you liked, which ones seem interesting, and I will see you soon with more videos. Bye!